Hi guys, I wanted to do a macro WeakAuras guide just to help the the players out there to to improve your gameplay by just helping yourself with useful things that unfortunately Blizzard doesn't provide in his game. So it's really unfortunate. We need to go with like all of this just to or just to get what it should be in Blizzard in the first place. All of this stuff, but it is what it is. So only way to play the game is to have all of that stuff. Not the only way, because that's actually not true, because there is rank 1 players that they don't use nothing at all. They use like maybe Gladius and stuff, but you know, in general, you need to use all that stuff to just to play the game. And for all people like me, I need all the stuff. Let's start with the WeakAuras. Okay, WeakAuras is an add-on. You can install it from the CourseForge. It's this one, WeakAuras. Okay, and when you install this and you type this in the chat, WeakAura, you have I have a lot of WeakAuras in here, but most of them are disabled. I've been playing with the ones that it came from Shadowland, the skill cap buff and debuff WeakAuras, which give you where you get a chief, you get a SM break, you using battle master, you got core breaker, you got devouring prey, a lot of stuff. But I don't like that. I don't really like that. And I'm doing my own stuff, and just I get this because I copy the spell IDs from this. So let me explain in a quick way how I manage how do I organize my WeakAuras. I put WeakAuras, as you can see, my interface is like this when I'm in the arena. Okay, so all of these are my these are my CCs, and all of these are my defensive. Okay, so my rotation and my burst is on my WeakAuras. So these, I have the 2 charges of Barbed Shot. In here I have the 2 charges of kill command, and that helped me to maximize my damage, because I know this is the 3 frenzy stack buff. I need to keep this as much time as I can, as I said in my guide. You can watch it in my channel. And this is my rotation. Okay, this is my rotation, and these are my burst. So as you can see, every time that I use a burst, it goes gray, and my rotation is just disappear. The icon just disappear. When the icon comes online again, I just it's visible again. It means that I have it. I got these two spells in here, which is the kick and the main pet, which is you need to keep it on CD, up on CD at least as much as you can. I know it's sometimes you're kiting, you're trapping, I know you're doing damage, you need to kill the person, you don't need to kill your pet. Okay, but I got it in there just to that's the CD of my main pet. Okay, and this is the CD of my counter shot with my kick. So I have another WeakAuras besides that one that I configured to for my for myself. I have one that I made that is for my buff. For example, I usually play with a Retro Druid. But the Druid Iron marks me, I have this one. I have this for Rewind, I have this for Time Dilation, I have this for Iron Bark. It's not Iron Bark, it's this name of this? Rare Hope. Rare Hope. This is Thorns, this is the Bob, this is PI, this is Pain Suppression, Guardian Spirit, and Royal Sacrifice. I put it in here because I'm continuously looking at my screen and my health bar. So when I get this, okay, I got the, I know that I'm being taken care of and intervened to. So how do you do this with Aura? You go with trigger and you said aura, player, buff, you put the spell ID, and you have all the you have the icon that you can move the icon whatever in the screen, whatever you want in the screen, you know. You have the icon, you have the icon that says okay, you have this on you, okay. So it's really easy. You can add the load, which is the load is the when this WeakAura is gonna load, and it says in, you know, I don't have anything, just bind it to that. Every time I got it, it's just pop. It doesn't matter where. And another thing I have in here is that it puts me a glow on the icon, you know, glow, just to you know, to highlight it. So these are buffs that I usually that healers usually use on me, and I need to have it. And this one is for 3s, of course. So this is one of my biggest my better WeakAuras, the one I use the most. There is another one that is the I call it arena debuff, but it's not only debuff. There is a lot of things in here. So these ones are for the things that I need to be paying attention in arena. For example, this is bloodshed in me, which is one of the hunters being hunter buff. Debuff actually burst. Threat of frenzy. This is Sky Reach on the monk. Shall we duel? You can notice shall we duel, but I still putting it here. This is when mage starts casting arcane surge. This is glacial spell when the mage starts casting glacial spell. This is the hunter true shot. This is the fatal mark from the warrior. I need to keep track of how many fatal marks I have. This is the thing from the evoker, the shroud that you can see. This is scenario war because I usually when I play arenas I'm gonna be putting more footage of my arenas later in my channel. Actually, I have been playing arenas with a friend of mine that is boosting his his druid, and he's learning the game, and we are playing and we are having a lot of fun, and we are playing the comp. And I want you guys to share some insights of this. Is in my opinion, I've been playing BM for a while now. Yeah, it's Old Child Land, and now. And in my opinion, BM Retro Druid is the best comp for BM. It's just the best. The CC is amazing. So you're gonna see that in the videos. So and he's not very, you know, proficient still. He's just learning it. So and it's really good. So as you can see here, this is scenario war because I usually swap on scenario war. This is Vendetta, you know, the death mark from the rogue, secret technique from the rogue too. And this is the thunderous roar. This is the essence break. This is war breaker from the warrior, and the explosive shot from the hunter, and the mind games from the priest. This is the ones I usually keep in my eyes on. So maybe I'm missing some, but this is the ones that I usually pay attention to, and they are, you know, only one, not like a big string of popping stuff. Okay, you have this. Okay, in my interface there is another thing. So there is a lot of things in my interface that are for me to review my bots. Just getting better. I have for in here I have make a scrolling button text that it says the damage I'm be taking, but this is only for reviewing bots. I don't pay attention to this. I put it right here, and I have my trophy GCD too, which is the add-on that says what you're pressing, and I have it for everything in the arena because I want to see what they are pressing and what we were pressing, just to improve in the gameplay. So that's all for so that's for WeakAuras in the offensive and defensive. Okay, so the rotation and the stuff. As you can see, I have all this, which is the WeakAura for the burst, which is the ones that are going gray. You can find it easy in WeakAura side, the wago.io, but I configure it like this. You know, the exact spell ID, which is always in here. You put always. This is the trigger, and the display you just go with this in the icon. Enable swipe, swipe, high timer text, blizzard cooldown reduction, and that's it. Okay, and the extra action is soon at 30%, and I put it in load I put it in, yeah, whatever. Yeah, oh, I always have it just so all the time. So every time I see that this is these icons are gray out, it means that I use it. So I actually use it because they are in global cooldown. Maybe I'm pressing another thing and I just want to make sure that I press the ability. So I got it in before I got it like the ones that I have for my rotations, just the icon appearing and disappearing. But I want to I noticed that I want to know when I'm gonna be having the burst, like how much time I left for my burst to do a swap or do something like that. I just change into this. So, and the rotation one is these ones. For example, Barbed Shot, kill command is around here. Okay, the frenzy stack, which is very important. Kill command, it should be around here. I don't see it. Okay, yeah. Kill command. So these ones are for the rotation, for the normal rotation. This is the one I need to keep my eye on, and the other ones are just there, the spell. So just show the spell when the spell is usable. That's the trigger. The spell is usable. Yeah. Charge count, exact spell. Exact spell ID, and yeah, it's like that. So nothing too fancy. But with this, I'll just maybe it's a lot of information for you guys. Regarding my macros, I have all the usual icons, macros that Hunter has. Hunter has a lot of macros. Arena 123 scatter, Arena 123 kick, focus camera, focus stun, focus scatter. Sorry, focus kick, focus scatter, focus mark, hunter's mark, focus concussive, which help you a lot as BM to get traps. Okay, and the usual stuff in here, just like survival of the fittest, feign death, turtle, but I'm gonna show you guys the macros that I'm being like they have something different and useful for you. For example, in the case of Barbed Shot, I have this macro. This macro is really useful because it does two things. One of them is that I can find people in stealth just pressing this macro as long as the person is in range of my Barbed Shot. Because with these two lines, I can do that. It functions as a stealth finder. And these other two lines, it works the way that when you use Barbed Shot on a hunter, and the hunter feigns death, you continue to target him, even though he actually feigns death. So you don't lose your target. It just he just dodges the spell, but you can continue to have it on your side. I have this in Barbed, and I have this in Kill Command too. So okay, kill command. Where are you, man? Kill command. Okay, I don't see kill command around here. Blind. Okay. I can find kill command guy. Okay, he's in here. So I have in kill command too. So this one is the other one that it has another trick in it. This one is for this macro is for using kill command without getting out of a stealth. I'm going to show you how it works. So for example, I dismiss my pets, I go stealth, and I summon my pets. Okay? And I go like this. Okay? My pets are gonna be attacking without me getting out of the stealth, because they weren't in a stealth when I cast they weren't summoned when I cast the camouflage. I found this really useful versus DHs, because the DH is usually using the spectral sight to find you. So you just go into the arena like this, just throw the pets at them, and they can do anything. And you also remove the spectral size. So this is really useful, you know? So yeah, this is a very useful macro for me. As you can see, I'm not alpha stealth. And you can heal your pet from here too. So as long as you don't attack or do anything like it's not related to you, it's related to your pet, you're fine. The only thing that you need to take into consideration when you're doing this is that your pet need to be in passive mode. So that's something that you need to make sure. If you're not in passive mode, your pet is gonna assist. If you're in assist, your pet is gonna assist. So that's also for your traps. When you trap with, for example, tar trap out of in a stealth. You try tar trap someone, and your pets are on assist. Okay, they are gonna try to attack the upper because tar trap triggers the thing, the assist mode. So okay, that's a thing. So that's all for my macros. You know, the main things. You know, the other things are the same. Arrow cursor. You add cursor with the flare, which means I can flare in the location where my mouse is. That's an old one. I mean, there is the usual stuff, the arena 1, 2, 3, and the focus stuff that you can see in here. For example, focus add focus, so it's not nothing, nothing fancy in there. Those two macros are the ones that I've been putting more effort into it because they are very useful. I have another one which is at my exil with my BM trinket, my Battle Master trinket, but that's an old one. It's really useful. Guys, this is gonna be my UI. I put in here like everything I usually use in arenas. I use the ray frames and I use the Omni CD add-on to track my parry, my teammate, offensive, defensive, whatever you want to track. In here, trinkets. I use S Arena to just to make sure that everything is the arena, the enemy players. These are the cast bars. These are the health bars, trinkets, ratios, spec, and the DRs they are gonna be showing here. So if I type this and I go to hide test, so hide and test. Okay, maybe I need to stop attacking. So okay, yeah, Serena. So testing. Okay, so as you can see here, you have the DRs in here. I also have another add-on that is called diminish, and diminish give me information about this is the diminishes in here, and this is information regarding the DR on the target. It can also be shown in the S arena, as I said, but I want to see it in this small icon too, which is really useful. I also use thread plates, and with thread plates I can configure this. Every single ally that I have in the arena, I have a big icon like this. If this one was my healer in arena, I will be looking at the arena really quick and finding this icon, and yeah, that's gonna give me the opportunity to just to see what my teammates are in really quick. So my target is this, my focus is this, smaller. My target casting bar is gonna be in here. For example, if I choose myself a focus and for example, dismiss pet, which is this one, you see? So I need to see this big time because sometimes I need to kick mind games. So I put the icon in here so that I can see what is actually the target and sorry, focus casting, because the target I'm seeing, I'm looking at the target, but the focus I don't. I'm not looking at it. So another thing is
the okay, so the WeakAuras and stuff. How do I configure this? As you can see, I can only see my in my regarding my spells. I can only see my defensive and my CC. So I just with using bartender, I just hide every other bar in the interface. I just hide it just to make my interface cleaner. So that's why I just have the these bars. That they are the only one that I actually care. So what else I can say? So my targets, the buff and debuff are in here. Um, focus was on debuff. My debuff, they're gonna be in here. So this is pretty much, you know, I also use build debuff to the to know the to pop the icon of the defensive, offensive, whatever you are configured the build debuff to show with priority, show you at the side of the you know of the nameplate. Um, I have some like debuff that I apply in the top, you know, in the left top corner, and in the left bottom corner there is the DRs. You know, for example, scatter DR, you know, or whatever trap DR. They're gonna be showing in the. Uh, so yeah, pretty much that's what I'm trying to do with my UI. It looks it's fine for me. Maybe it's a little crowded for you guys, but you know, this is my approach of how to do this. I want to talk about a little bit too. Since I'm talking about UI, I want to talk a little bit about key bindings. Key bindings for every single class is you know, it's a matter of choice. You can have the key binds the way you are used to play, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I do recommend some kind of general, you know, general um, guidelines to make your keybinds easier to access and to have like some kind of sense into it. SkillCap has a lot of guides regarding this, but I want to make sure to give you guys the perspective from the hunter point of view. So, for example, hunters have some abilities of GCD, you know, that they are not in the global cooldown. For example, turtle is not in the GCD, as you can see. The wall, survival of the fittest, not in the GCD. Feign death, not in the GCD. We have the trinket, of course, is not in the GCD. We have disengage, not in the GCD either, and kick, not in the GCD, as you guys can know. So these two are not in the GCD because they are pet abilities. So you know there is the pet is the one that is actually using it. So what happened with these abilities? When you know the camouflage is also of the GCD. So what I really advise is never put your rotation. For example, in my case, my rotation is gonna be 3-4, 2-3-4, E and R. So these are very accessible keys if you play with the configuration of A, W, D. If you play with that configuration, it's gonna be W forward, A strafe left, D strafe right, and 2, 3, 4, E and R are really quick keys that you can use to make your to do your rotation. That's in my case. But for example, I strongly advise to have trinket and turtle near each other, really near each other. Okay, because in case of rogue mage, in case of very hard, you know, DPAs, especially in threes, you very likely need to be trinket You know, in my case it's caps lock, and shift caps lock is gonna be my turtle. So when I get trained, for example, and I need to trinket defensively, in the case of Earth Mage and everything like that, I can. For example, I'm playing versus a subtlety rogue and a fire mage, which is the rogue mage are the intus. So I got kidney shot, my healer is in a poly, and I got a smoke bomb. So I need to trinket, but you know when you trinket versus a subtlety rogue, it's just gonna chip shot you instantly. So I use my feint in S, which is the fastest key on the keyboard for the person that plays with AWD. This is the fastest key. So what I do is I just press my trinket, you know, trinket S, you know, trying to feint death, feint death, feint death, feint death. When I manage to feint death, then I turtle. Or in the case, for example, you're playing versus a red and you got the stone bolted by warrior, red warrior in threes, red warrior shaman. They just stone bolt you, they hotch the healer, and you see that you are gonna die because the mage, the red pop queens, avenging wrath, and the warrior got the warbreaker, whatever, spells bastion, all the stuff. Okay, so you just drink it, turtle. You know, drink a turtle. So they need to be close to each other because most of the time you need to use both of them at the same time. So that's one of the advices that I give. You keep these two close. Another thing I can recommend is that not putting anything related to the off GCD abilities near your rotation. So, for example, if you play like me 2, 3, 4 ER, never put something that is off GCD, like for example the kick, or for example, if you put the kick, for example, near the R, like in T, for example, or you can put or you put the key, the kick in E, and R is part of your rotation. When you are in the middle of your rotation, you are human, you can make mistakes, you can fat finger the kick doing your rotation, and that's really bad. So that's another thing I recommend not doing it. Um, One other thing is okay, just try to keep your rotation close and your burst lowest CD burst just close to. I use cheat 3, cheat 4 just for that. Yeah, in general, that's the things I usually take into consideration for my UI. So hope it helps you guys.